Okay, so June is PTSD Awareness Month, and mental health experts say it's important to know the symptoms and seek treatment.
All right, so PTSD is treatable, and joining us now is Steve Carlton, licensed clinical social worker and certified addiction specialist with Porchlight Health. Good morning to you. Thanks for being here today.
Good morning.
So PTSD first is caused by trauma. Let's start with first, what is trauma?
Yeah, great place to start. Okay. So when we think about trauma, a lot of people tie that to specific events. But when we talk about trauma in the clinical sense, what we're really talking about is people's internal response to an event, right? Your emotional reaction,
okay,
your physiological reaction.
Okay.
When that becomes overwhelming and too toxic, it can leave lasting effects.
Okay.
I once read this book called The Body Keeps the Score, and it talks about how trauma will replay over in your life if you don't address it. So what does happen to a person if they don't address trauma?
Great question. So when we think about the reactions to trauma, most humans will experience some type of adverse event and have this happen for them. About 10 to 15% of people will have a really hard time recovering from it. Right? And when that happens, it can lead to substance abuse. It can lead to relationship problems, problems at work, other consequences like that.
Okay, so this, of course, affects a lot of people here in our area. Let's get right to it now. What exactly is PTSD?
So PTSD is, it's four things.
Okay.
Right? So it's reliving that trauma, like you were talking about, over and over again in your head, replaying that tape.
Right.
It really happens when people go to great lengths to avoid that response.
Okay.
When you're repeatedly using substances to numb, dull. The other piece of this is it really changes people's way they view the world and themselves in it, and that can lead to significant emotional dysregulation. Right?
Okay.
People just aren't themselves.
Because there are specific, I'm sure, triggers for people, right?
Yeah.
And everyone's different.
Yeah.
And that would set off the PTSD.
Absolutely. Right? So when we think about triggers for trauma, you know, I had a veteran I treated one time that this really awful thing happened shortly after he ate a Snickers bar. And so for months, like, he was sort of wondering, like, why is it when I walked into a 7-Eleven, I'm having panic symptoms and anxiety, right? So your brain is designed to lock up everything when a trauma happens. And all of those things, even if they're safe like a Snickers bar, represent danger.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Why are veterans so prone to PTSD?
It's the repeated exposure to stress, right? Like, we put our veterans through a lot, right? We expect a lot of them. Veterans in their training are expected to be perfect. And if you're not perfect, someone dies, right? That is a tremendous amount of pressure and stress. And then repeated deployments, even training. Like, it is a very stressful experience, the amount of sacrifices they have to make. There are lots of reasons.
So we all want to do our part to help, of course, people we know in this situation. How do you talk with someone who might be struggling with this?
You can't push them too much.
Okay.
Right? The main symptom of PTSD is avoidance, right? Like that, and that is the most common human experience ever. We are designed to avoid pain. So being supportive, educating yourself about what PTSD is, and being aware of people's triggers, like just having an awareness of loud noises and particular conversations and things like this.
Okay.
Last question, real quick. Where can people go to get help?
The VA is a great resource. It can be a little slow getting in, but once you get in, there are tremendous resources there. I think Porchlight Health, if it's become a substance use issue, is another great place to turn.
Okay, great conversation, Steve Carlton. Thank you with Porchlight Health. We appreciate that. Thanks for coming in. Time right now, it is 8:28 on the show. Coming up, we have more news making headlines and more weather. Stay with us. You're watching Fox 21 Morning News.